All right, so you're here because you're broke, maybe you're desperate, and you just want to figure out a way to make some money to pay those bills uh, right now because you have so many problems breathing down your neck. You just don't know where to turn. You've probably invested in a ton of WSOs or other magic uh, push button sorts of solutions, and you can't find anything. Now, I probably should have put this behind some sort of opt in or, maybe even a buy button or something like that. But I realize that the majority of the people looking at this sort of stuff just they want help. They want a solution. And I've been there. So I hope this at least gives you a reason to check and see what my posts are about later on. Put some good karmic energy out into the universe and really get some solid feedback to see whether or not you thought this is worth your while. So I'm going to say something that a lot of you are probably thinking. And the problem is that, you know, you have no money. You've spent a lot of time looking at, everything that's out there, but you need to earn a little right now to pay some bills. You can't seem to gain any traction. You're probably stressed out of your mind. You are desperate to put food on the table. You want to contribute to your household. That's some sense of pride. Maybe you're a stay-at-home parent, guardian, or caregiver like I am. And the thing is that everything that's been promised to you, has been sold to you, has not really kind of panned out for whatever reason. Maybe it's not explained enough, or it requires an additional investment. I'm removing that buy button, that barrier, by giving this to you in the hopes that it will help some of you and hopefully to get some feedback and some sort of positive um, testimonials, if you will, or something, on this thread to see if it's helped anyone. I do know that the more I help, the more that I get back. So that's what I'm using this for. And I'm going to show you a way that I've been able to make money when in desperate times, and I'll use it at a drop of a hat if I need to. In fact, I have used it before. It's my constant go-to, and I'll probably expound on it somewhere, along the lines. But the people that are looking at this and are reviewing this are the ones that can benefit the most. So I figured, why put a buy button in front of it? Instead, just build some goodwill and get people. Um, I don't know, to see truth, I guess, for what it is. Um, okay, so perhaps you tried but failed. You tried getting offline clients, maybe, if that's what you're doing. Maybe you tried the whole affiliate marketing thing where you tried building out blogs, authority sites, or whatever to try and get them ranked high, or videos or something. You spend a lot of time learning, but you have no money to do the things that seem to be required in order to get some traction real fast. And the little that you have tried, perhaps, has probably failed you. Okay, so let's get to the solution. Okay, so one thing you can do is do a special type of search, and I'm going to give you the search, don't worry, that you can do locally that I recommend you do, especially if you are not currently working. If you're trying to just make this whole online thing work, but you're not working, or maybe you're not doing a job that will lend itself to kind of give you the time to work on this sort of thing because of whatever other types of constraints. Okay, so what I want you to do is get the gig that will get you the money, and I want you to use it to fund your campaign. The thing that I'm going to show you right now, let me just open it up, is a search on Craigslist. You might want to try this in your field. I'm going to do this, kind of in a random city. I'm going to do this on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast, but I thought I'd show this to you because you can do this in any major city. I'm pretty sure you can do this in any major, in any area, but the major cities for sure. We're just in Baltimore here, and I'm just going to click on jobs. This is it. This is the search term that I recommend you do. It's guarantee. That's it. The ones that will always pay big are sales positions. FYI. Okay? So if you can do a sales position, uh, that will pay you, and they usually have a 90-day sort of guarantee in place where it's some sort of probationary period. But I've done this to land $10,000 gigs simply because I needed money real fast to fund, not only pay for home expenses, but I also needed to pay for some trial campaigns, if you will. Okay, let me see if I can't show you what I mean here. Let's see here. Customer service reps, we start you off with $300 a week, guaranteed. That's $1,200 a month. And as long as there's sort of a clock attachment to it, I'd recommend you look at it. Let me go to another major city here to show you, see if I can't find another one to give you more examples. Let's try New York. I'll go to jobs and I'll type in guarantee. Self-motivated, experienced sales professionals, business finance suite. Oh, I don't even know what this is, but it sounds like it's in line. Let me just go search for guarantee. $50,000 guarantee. Let's see if there's anything else. Truck driver job. Driving jobs, I guess, things that don't take a lot of thinking are also good. Put in sales just for the heck of it to see what shows up. I like appointment setting. Inside sales. I personally look for a sales job. And to show you kind of, well, let's go ahead and just show you a real example of one that for me, I just jumped on. I'm going to look in Los Angeles. And I'm going to go to sales, and I'm going to go to guarantee. And I'll show you what I mean. $3,000 a week. Used car sales, $2,000 a month. These are all, anything that requires sales is really nothing more than a conversion requirement. So basically you're there to be a body on the lot or to be a body in the building to kind of address concerns. And you can use that to fund your other endeavor. And a lot of the salespeople that take these jobs have no other aspirations. So they aren't planning anything else. They just usually go to work, make their money, and go home and then sit in front of the boob tube, right? What I'm suggesting you do is you actually use this to propel and fuel whatever it is that you're doing online, okay? And I've done this over and over again. I usually do this with at least $3,000 to $10,000 per month jobs, and to be honest, it's because I'm leveraging my laziness, if you will. It's because I am a stay-at-home dad, and whenever it is that I need to make a big influx of money, I'll do something like this. Or if I don't have extra funds to cover certain things because my funds are exhausted from the clients that I have, I'll do something like this in order to fund and grow. Now, it's not the smartest way to do things when you're trying to actually grow and expand. It's good to do this when you're in a pinch. So I'm not always in that sort of situation, thankfully. In fact, you have to have systems in place in order to grow and to ascend that and to kind of cross over that sort of hurdle. But when you're in a pinch and if you can't figure out what to do because your ADD is kicking in, and maybe you're a creative person, you're smart, you're just not figuring out how to dial it all in, this is one way to do it. Okay, I hope you found this useful, and I hope you put it into use. I'd love to get your feedback below. Yeah, and hopefully you will keep up to date, and I'll keep you posted on the next things as I see fit to kind of share them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.